Paige Bueckers had some footage of her crying about getting the Caitlin Clark treatment.
3 players on Paige Bueckers right here getting D'd up.
She scored 9. 3 for 12 shooting. That's that defense.
The double teams that show up the second she even thinks about crossing half court.
She had 0 points at halftime, 3 of 12 from the floor, 25% shoot.
Paige Bueckers has some footage of her crying about getting the Caitlin Clark treatment. She scored 9, 3 for 12 shooting, 3 of 12 from the floor, 25% shooting.
Paige Bueckers getting basically one-on-one and being able to shoot freely and not really being guarded like that.
Paige Bueckers was looking like she was getting blitzed and finally put in tough situations.
Welcome to this side, y'all. All the Paige Bueckers fans, welcome to this side.
The Caitlin Clark fan base been saying this the entire year last year. She was being triple-teamed, double-teamed, and game-planned against like nobody else.
See, I'm not sitting here trying to tear Paige down or to try to make it seem like CC is better than Paige because of these last 2 games. No.
That defense completely changed her production, breaking her double-digit streak.
The hard bump that sends her to the floor, the double teams that show up the second she even thinks about crossing half court.
Paige, you can't get mad that you're finally getting your welcome to the league moment.
She did have 9 assists against the Valkyries, which is 9 points. A lot of that was even in garbage time. She had 0 points at halftime, 3 of 12 from the floor, 25% shoot.
She had 9 assists against the Valkyries, but only 9 points, with 0 at halftime and just 25% shooting.
Seemed like a lot of WNBA teams is paying attention to the content because they made it their business.
She had 0 points at halftime, 0 of 4 from the field, breaking her streak of scoring at least 10 points in 30 straight games.
I'm actually here because of the WNBA and its statistics.
Just a little bit of pressure on Paige Bueckers, the kind Caitlin faced every night, and suddenly she couldn't even get to 10 points.
The kind of physicality that has fans and coaches getting vocal, and everyone sees the hard fouls and the defensive attention, but what if this isn't just about playing tough defense?
The kind of physicality fans once saw aimed at Caitlin Clark is now hitting Paige directly, testing if she can withstand the same rookie year trial.
Natalie Nakase talked about how they defended her and again gave the respect up.
That same defensive pressure that suffocated Caitlin Clark last year is now focused on Paige.
Now we seeing it all go down in that Seattle game, bro.
For the first time, she was treated with the same intensity usually seen against Caitlin Clark, and it showed in her struggles.
The Caitlin Clark fan base been saying this the entire year of last year, and she was just getting guarded like nobody else.
Now Paige is finally facing that same treatment, making it extremely tough for her to score.
You know, this was not a matter of not having respect. In fact, it's actually the ultimate respect.
Showing how quickly her scoring freedom disappeared after her big 44-point night.
It took a long time, Paige. It definitely did. It took her a long time to get that welcome to the league moment.
Paige is finally getting her welcome to the league moment, just like Caitlin Clark did when every team made it their mission to shut her down.
This is like the beginning, and even then, Caitlin Clark was playing better than this.
This looks like the beginning of Caitlin Clark's rookie year. Even then, Caitlin Clark was playing better than this.
The records that CC has broken don't even make no sense. And she tried to get there versus the Valkyries.
You put a little bit of defense on Paige Bueckers, how Caitlin Clark was getting played, and she can't even score 10 points now.
And you can see it in the game. They're swarming her. That's a lot of defenders in her direction on every play.
They're swarming her. A lot of defenders in her direction on every play.
With Paige, she's been very, very welcomed in the WNBA, I feel. And she has made her presence felt in the league.
Since that 44-point explosion against the Sparks, Paige went just 2 of 7 for 11 points against the Storm.
You put a little bit of defense on Paige Bueckers, how CC was getting played, and she can't even score 10 points now. She's struggling to get to 11.
She's struggling to get to 11, literally breaking her streak of consecutive double-figure games.
And the league is finally D'ing her up like Caitlin Clark.
The league is finally defending Paige the same way, and her performances have dropped under that defensive heat.
Now, in fairness, the Wings are still figuring things out and don't have a ton of other players who can consistently make defenses pay for that.
Anytime she has a quiet game, people immediately say, that's what happens when she gets guarded like Caitlin Clark gets guarded.
Since that 44-point game, it does feel like teams and opposing teams have taken guarding her a little bit more personally.
After that game, defenses have made her the top target. Exactly how Caitlin Clark was singled out last year.
And what did her coach say? Her coach said, how many times does she have to be on the ground for us to start protecting her and cleaning up the physicality?
Her coach said, how many times does she have to be on the ground for us to start protecting her and cleaning up the physicality?
Caitlin had to see it her entire rookie year.
Caitlin Clark had to deal with this as soon as she came into the league.
The very first game versus the Liberty, we seen Natasha Cloud foul Caitlin Clark. No call was made. You think that would have happened if that was Paige Bueckers? Oh, you crazy.
We literally have seen people walk up on Clark trying to fight her, trying to argue with her.
So her coach has even pointed out how, as a rookie, she's been a leader who has helped kept the team together through the rough patches. And this is going to be adjustment for Bueckers. And how does she respond and deal with this long term? We only have a small sample size since the 44-point game.
After one of those physical games, Paige admitted, I'm human.
So after that 44-point game, it feels like things done changed. Feels like things done changed a little bit. And Paige has to deal with a little bit more of this, where they're swarming her. That's a lot of defenders in her direction. Now,
after that 44-point game, it feels like things done changed.
All teams, we're getting exposed. We're getting exposed. Give her the Caitlin treatment. Give her the Caitlin treatment.
That sounded exactly like what was said about Caitlin Clark during her rookie year when she kept getting knocked down with no calls.
Her entire rookie year, man. She had to go through the trenches. All right.
She was full court pressed, double teamed, and trapped from day one.
So why don't we slow down with just comparing everybody to Cece? We kind of got to stop doing that.
None of them are doing that to Paige, yet she's already throwing her arms in the air after fouls.
But just like that one game isn't how she'll play every night, these recent struggles aren't all you can chalk up to her being shut down.
Sometimes I let my emotions get the best of me in terms of all the physicality, but I gotta get used to it.
Paige doesn't exactly have a wealth of teammates who can make you pay. In fairness to her, the Wings are kind of a ragtag group. They're last in the standings for a reason. That's not Paige Bueckers' fault.
Paige suddenly became the defensive target, just like Caitlin Clark did. And she had to learn fast how much harder it gets when every team's game plan is to stop you.
She had to go through that. Now, I'm still not going to sit here and call her trash or anything like that, because I know it's hard for somebody to perform when they're getting triple team, double team.
Paige is just now seeing that level of defense, and already it's making her visibly emotional.
And that's the problem with these stats, because starting from next year on, if you want to have a debate about Paige and Cece's rookie year, you're not going to go back and watch all their games. You're going to look at the stats on paper.
The frustration shows how much pressure she's under.
But I do find it interesting that there seems to be a cause and effect between a huge game and the level of defensive pressure she's facing now. And she's learning that you have to give yourself grace, know you aren't perfect, and that you're going to be going through ups and downs. And as long as you keep learning and growing, that's all you can do.
Gotta embrace it. That's her learning the same tough lesson Caitlin Clark went through.
Damn, breaks her double-digit scoring streak for the past 30 games, the longest streak by a guard to start the league in 25 years.
Welcome to actually seeing that your favorite player is getting guarded at a ridiculous level and seeing that it's affecting her play style.
There's a difference here. They want y'all to think that Clark is a regular person and Paige is better her.
But what we're seeing isn't just a player surviving the pressure. We're watching a young woman define herself because of it.
Welcome to actually seeing your favorite player getting guarded at a ridiculous level and seeing that it affects her. After that 44-point game, it feels like things done changed a little bit. Paige has to prove she belongs. Paige Bueckers is now facing the Caitlin Clark Rookie Year treatment. But can she rise above it? Push pin, like, subscribe and share for more WNBA stories.